Mayor Najarian and members of City Council. My name is Patrick Massey. I'm a Glendale resident. Last week, we saw a shocker in this room. Bob Yusefian had no idea that this project was being pushed through the city. And that goes along the lines of absolute corruption. When you have city staff members that are working on something so hard, and none of you knew about this, it's amazing. They are really pushing this thing through. And the fact that not a single council member knew about this was shocking, especially Bob. Bob is a former contractor. I mean, he knows about projects in the city. And then, you know, when Barry Allen handed him the paper, thanks to Barry, by the way, he finally realized, yeah, there's a project like this being pushed through. So the corruption is incredible. You guys should have known about this. How come I knew about it before you did?
I did.
Okay? So, 300 units in a single-family residential neighborhood? Absolutely not. You know, tonight, I heard a couple of interesting comments. We heard the president of the school board appear in front of us and tell us that, yes, each extra student will cost money for the school district, and they're already, you know, facing some hard times based on the budget cuts coming down from Sacramento. Well, guess what? 300 units, more kids. Hoover, Toll, Keppel are going to get hit. You're talking about at least 1,000 extra people potentially living at this monster project site. Okay? On top of that, you're talking about drugs. Mr. Potter brought up an interesting issue. Well, there's drug issues at Pelanconi Park. Wake up and smell the coffee. We have gang members at Pelanconi Park that gather at night and basically deal and do all kinds of stuff. So I appeared in front of you numerous times to stop the Glendale Career College from moving away from that building for this reason, because I knew what was coming to us. I knew about dishonest real estate brokers and realtors that were going to knock on our doors and tell us, oh, this is going to beautify and improve the neighborhood if you allow us to build it. I came here numerous times to stop that from happening because I knew what was coming. And by the way, let me just mention, more people are leaving the state of California than coming in, so projects like this make no sense. The population of California actually has been decreasing for the past 18 months. Thank you.
I have a question for the city attorney. The word corruption was used more than one instance. Do you have an off-the-cuff definition of corruption? Because I'm not sure who was being accused of being corrupt, whether it was the council members or whether it was Mr. Hagani or the owner of the property. What is corruption, Mr. Howard?
Well, if we're talking about the actual definition of corruption, it can take many forms, but normally it's thought of in terms of a misuse of your authority to conduct illegal activities, whether it's to gain personally in a financial way or to misuse your position to have some kind of a gain. Generally, that's the thought of corruption, the improper use of one's official position for personal gain.
I just wanted to point out that my first knowledge of this project, Mr. Messahi, was a letter that you left for us up here.
I've known for some months. We all did.
We didn't all. I certainly
Well, you're new.
I may be new, but I'm also chair of the redevelopment agency, and I knew nothing about it.
I hate to say this, but I didn't know.
I also wasn't aware of this project until whenever it was it last week or the week before?
Week before he brought the paper, and last week
that's when I first became aware that a project this size was planned for that location.